Among the gazillion superheroes safeguarding our universe from unprecedented dangers, Superman stands out to be one of the most iconic and beloved of all time. Created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster in 1938, Superman has graced numerous comic books, movies, television shows, and other various forms of media. With his iconic red cape, blue suit, and S-shaped emblem, Superman is known for his extraordinary might, his incredible speed, invulnerability, and his gravity-defying power of flying. So, some might critique it as being a little overpowering, but Superman is, after all, the embodiment of hope, as he inspires countless fans across the globe to this date. While most of Superman's powers are widely recognized, there are a few which often go overlooked. So, in today's episode, we will be exploring just that, and uncover some of the rarer ones that still remain unknown to many. But before we get into our explanation, we do have just one very small request. If you enjoy our content, then please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is just a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thanks! Now, let's begin. The might of the super flare. Among the many superpowers possessed by Superman, one of his standout abilities is the ability to unleash a blast of powerful energy that exhibits from every cell in his body. Dubbed the super flare, this move is his last resort, since it depletes his solar energy and leaves him powerless for a significant duration. When Superman activates his super flare, a blinding burst of energy radiates outward, disintegrating everything within a specific radius. The force of this power is so destructive that it can annihilate even the most formidable enemies. However, it does come with a great cost, leaving the Man of Steel vulnerable and weak in the aftermath. In the 2015 issue of Superman number 38, penned by Jeff Johns and illustrated by John Romita Jr., Superman used the super flare for the very first time in his fight against Ulysses. It was Batman who later helped Superman and explained that his heat vision was merely a precursor to another ability, and he pushed his limits during the fight. Superman inadvertently unlocked the newfound power. Has Superman ever been a shapeshifter? Although used sparingly, Superman possesses the ability to willingly change his physical appearance, effortlessly assuming any form he chooses. This power not only adds an extra layer of versatility to Superman's already impressive arsenal, but also presents opportunities for critical problem-solving and undercover operations. Moreover, this power extends beyond mere physical transformation, as Superman can also change his voice, making him an even more formidable opponent and a rather convincing impersonator. In the comics Superman number 45 from 1947, he was first seen to develop this shape-shifting ability by skillfully molding the muscles in his face as well as his entire body to transform into a pale yellow-skinned alien. This cunning disguise allowed him to escape from a confining cage, demonstrating the ingenuity of his shape-shifting prowess. Superman can duplicate himself whenever required. Superman's duplicating power is a fascinating ability that adds a unique twist to his already impressive repertoire of otherworldly capabilities. When he activates this power, he is able to create multiple copies of himself, effectively splitting his consciousness and powers into numerous versions. Each duplicate possesses the same set of superhuman traits, including strength, invulnerability, flight, and heat vision, which have become synonymous with Superman. In the 1998 edition of the Superman comics, he exploited this duplication ability by creating two separate versions of himself, known as Superman Red and Superman Blue. However, one instance showcased a rather unconventional twist to this power, when Superman temporarily gained the ability to shoot a miniature version of himself from his hand. First featured in the comic Superman number 125 by Jerry Coleman, the mini-Superman sacrificed himself at the end of the day to save its larger twin. This resulted in restoring Superman's usual powers, which he had momentarily lost after an intergalactic spaceship exploded near him. Superman and his power of telepathy. There's no doubt that Superman possesses an exceptionally keen intellect, but his mental acuity is so advanced that it even extends to telepathic communication with others. In addition to Superman's widely known powers, his telepathic powers adds another layer of intrigue to his character. The Man of Steel can establish mind-to-mind connections with individuals, which enables him to hear the thoughts of those around him, while also projecting his own ideas into the minds of others. This unique aspect of Kryptonian abilities was creatively portrayed in the 1993 TV show Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. This series introduced the concept that members of the alien race, especially the citizens of New Krypton, could communicate through their minds, and it was there that Superman had acquired this skill to communicate telepathically. Can he mind control other people? Superman's telepathic power extends beyond just mind reading. It grants him the ability to exert control over others' thoughts and actions. This power not only enhances his already formidable combat skills, but also allows him to manipulate opponents and exercise his will, thereby compelling them to do his bidding or even alter their perceptions and emotions completely. Although rarely used, this superpower allows him to potentially prevent conflicts, change the course of events, or even alter the outcomes of crucial situations. In a story featured in the 1947 edition of the Superman comic book titled Case of the Living Trophies, the last son of Krypton utilized his telepathic mind control to influence an alien warrior, which persuaded the individual in helping him escape from a gas-filled chamber that had left his body paralyzed. Superman's bizarre telekinesis abilities. If telepathy and mind control weren't enough, Superman can also control and move objects with the power of his mind, defying the laws of physics. Whether it's effortlessly lifting heavy objects, moving them across vast distances, or even immobilizing enemies in midair, Superman's telekinesis grants him unparalleled control over the physical world. And unlike his other underrated powers, Superman has used his telekinesis multiple times across both movies and comic books. For instance, in the New Adventures of Superboy number 11, Superman demonstrated his telekinesis powers by electromagnetically maneuvering prisoners, while in the 1987 movie Superman 4: The Quest for Peace, DC's poster boy used telekinesis to rebuild the Great Wall of China after it suffered damage during a battle with Nuclear Man. Additionally, in an episode of The Adventures of Superman, he levitated Lois Lane, using her floating body as a platform to aid his escape from a pit alongside photojournalist Jimmy Olsen. Can Superman pass through solid objects? Whether it's bypassing locked doors, traversing walls, or even diving deep beneath the Earth's surface, Superman can travel unhindered. This power, known as phasing, allows Superman to navigate effortlessly through seemingly impenetrable barriers. This is done by manipulating his own molecular structure to vibrate at an incredibly high frequency that eventually permits him to pass through solid matter. In an episode titled The Mysterious Cube from The Adventures of Superman, a wanted criminal named Paul Barton seeks refuge in a cube made of ultra-strong metal, attempting to fake his death for the crimes he committed. To apprehend him, Superman masters the art of molecular vibration, enabling him to pass through the metal and capture the offender within the cube. This same technique was also employed in his epic rematch against Doomsday in the 2001 Superman comic issue. Exploring Superman's microscopic vision. One of the most fascinating abilities of Superman is to utilize microscopic vision that can delve into the atomic level. This extraordinary gift enables Superman to see through the limitations of the naked eye, allowing him to magnify even the tiniest particles and structures to a microscopic level. But not just that, his vision extends beyond the visible spectrum, registering infrared and ultraviolet light. While also encompassing telescopic capabilities, this also qualifies him to observe multiple planets simultaneously. This bizarre ability was first seen in World's Finest Comics, issue number 46, where DC's most celebrated action hero used his super-powered retinas to examine the structural integrity of some faulty steel with utmost ease. Superman's lethal kinetic energy punch. Superman is known for his impeccable strength and endurance, but what if he sought to add even more impact to his punches? Enter the kinetic energy punch, a remarkable technique that channels all the kinetic energy from his physical movement into his fists. This power-packed move taps into Superman's immense superhuman strength and harnesses the Kryptonian energy within him to deliver a punch like no other. This kinetic punch made its debut in Action Comics number 49 in 2016, during a time when Superman had lost his powers due to exposure to kryptonite, the alien material notorious for weakening him, as many might already know. However, after emerging from this ordeal and still recovering from the weakness, Superman unleashed his kinetic energy punch, which obliterated all his opponents in one go. These kinetic punches are often accompanied by a forceful explosion upon impact, resembling the effect of multiple sonic booms occurring all at once. Can Superman time travel? Superman possesses the unique ability to manipulate time at his will. A notable instance of this occurred when he tragically failed to save Lois Lane at the conclusion of the original Superman storyline. In a display of grief and determination to bring her back, he flew around the planet multiple times, effectively reversing time and rectifying Lois's fate. While Superman uses time travel in situations of life and death, it isn't always restricted to such critical moments. In the comics Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane number 20, we witness an intriguing scenario where Superman decides to explore an alternate timeline, curious about experiencing life as a disc jockey. When the novelty wears off, however, he promptly returns to his original timeline, demonstrating the versatility and control he wields over time-traveling abilities. The power of his super breath. Throughout various comics, movies, and television appearances, Superman has consistently demonstrated an incredible ability to play with massive volumes of air with the help of his super breath. This extraordinary power enables him to extinguish fires, deplete the air from a room, and even propel colossal objects, such as diverting a hurricane. An essential component of this ability is his freeze breath, where he expels frigid air of such intensity that it can turn steam into solid ice. In a particular memorable Smallville episode, entitled Rabid, Superman in his human form puts this versatile power to creative use by deftly cooling a cup of coffee. Superman can use the SHIELD logo on his chest as a weapon. Not only does Superman use his strength and speed to fight evil, but he also possesses a unique ability to utilize his iconic SHIELD logo on his chest as a formidable weapon. The emblem, a symbol of hope and justice, serves a dual purpose that goes beyond mere aesthetics. With a mere touch, Superman can activate the SHIELD logo, transforming it into a potent weapon. A striking example of this occurred in the 1980s movie Superman 2, where he utilized the SHIELD logo as a weapon for the very first time, which also turned out to be his last. In this cult classic, Superman faces off against his arch-nemesis, General Zod, and his cohorts, Non and Ursa, who hail from Krypton. As the climactic battle unfolded, Superman, in a decisive mood, tore the SHIELD logo off his chest and hurled it at Non, capturing the Kryptonian baddie in a large cellophane-like wrap that even grew in size and strength. He has an incredible power of smell. While we're all familiar with Superman's powerful super senses, such as his strong vision and his hearing abilities, there is one sense that often goes unnoticed. Superman's olfactory sense is indeed impressive and is often underrated. Imagine having the ability to detect scents from vast distances, detect minute changes in the environment, and even track a person's scent through crowded city streets. With this heightened sense of smell, Superman can easily differentiate between various aromas, picking up on elements in the air that ordinary humans would never notice. Like many others, this unusual ability stems from his Kryptonian heritage, where fellow Kryptonians can often smell things at far greater distances and with greater accuracy than most beings on Earth. In various comic book instances, Superman has subtly demonstrated his olfactory prowess. For instance, in Action Comics number 22, he aptly detected the presence of a rare element called Infidium at a movie premiere. Additionally, during another encounter, he mentioned being able to hear heartbeats and sense the smell of sweat when confronting a hidden adversary. These brief glimpses offer compelling evidence of Superman's exceptional olfactory abilities and his powerful set of senses.
Unbelievable. I'm eating Kryptonian food.
Closer.
Superman's super diet explored. Superman's unique anatomy and physiology obviate his need for regular meals, as his natural nourishment is provided solely by the sun. Being completely reliant on solar energy, Superman can sustain without a shred of water or food, and in case he happens to consume anything, it's broken down to atomic levels by his unique atomic digestion. But when deprived of the golden rays, his solar supply depletes, which in turn causes Superman to become super hungry. In Action Comics number 454, a scenario unfolds where all the planet's solar energy mysteriously vanishes, leaving our red-caped hero in a constant state of illness. To cope with this unprecedented hunger, Superman resorts to ordering and devouring every piece of meat available, as his daily calorie intake is estimated to be in the millions, far surpassing the meager 2,000 or so calories consumed by an average human. One of the workers in the hamburger joint who witnesses Superman's record-breaking eating spree estimated that he consumed a staggering 60 burgers in a single minute. Superman and his super kiss. If you thought Superman's powers couldn't get any stranger, we mean super, well, think again. Among his many extraordinary abilities, one of the most intriguing is his memory-erasing kiss. Yes, that's right. Superman can wipe someone's memories with just a single kiss. However, that does raise countless questions. How does it work exactly? Does it work for anyone? Can he choose which memories to erase? While some answers may remain shrouded in mystery with the Man of Steel, it's clear that this power serves as a means to safeguard his secret identity and protect the well-being of those he holds dear. In the pages of Action Comics issue number 306 from 1963, Clark Kent finds himself under the mistletoe at a Christmas party alongside his office colleague Lois Lane. Encouraged by others and amused by the situation, Kent plants a kiss on Lois, which almost makes her lose consciousness due to the surprising effect of his power. This has later been depicted in the 1980 movie Superman 2, where Lois Lane discovers Superman's true identity as Clark Kent, but he erases her memory of the revelation with a kiss at the movie's ending. Conclusion. As we've witnessed thus far, Superman possesses not only the well-known attributes of flight, strength, and speed, but also a wide array of other incredible abilities that make him the quintessential superhero of all time. While we continue to dig through the vast universe of comics and dive further into the untold stories of our favorite superheroes, we certainly hope that you've liked our video and have learned a few of the lesser-known powers of our beloved Superman. What is your favorite Superman power from our list? Did we miss any? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Until next time, have a good one and be safe.